I had some ugly MDF cabinets from the mid-90s in my kitchen and I needed to refinish them. I thought maybe I'd have to reface them and replace them because they were so beat up, but I decided to give refinishing a chance and it seemed to work out pretty good for me. I'll show you how I did it and how I got rid of all the ugly. The first thing I needed to do was take off all the hardware and take the drawer faces and cabinet doors off. I wasn't going to do anything to the boxes. They were just fine and they're mostly covered by the drawer faces and everything. I labeled every drawer face, every cabinet door and stacked them up and decided to sand it with 120 grit sandpaper. This smoothed out this really rough MDF cabinet facing that I had on here, and then I had to do some hand sanding in the profiles to make sure everything was smoothed out and prepped for painting. It took a little while. Once I got to the last one, I was very excited to be done sanding for the day. I blew off all the dust, got them cleaned up, and then I brought them in for priming. Now I used an HVLP sprayer to do this, and you can use whatever you'd like, but I do recommend with cabinets you spray them. So I sprayed a water-based primer on here, Benmore Fresh Start. It worked great, laid down nicely, and only took a couple hours to dry. Then I could come back with a sanding sponge and smooth it all out to a buttery soft appearance. Then I blew off the sanding dust, tacked everything up, and came back with my paint. You want to use a hard enamel paint. That's what you need for cabinets. It's the best way to go. And I'm using Sherwin-Williams Pro Classic Acrylic Alkyd. It's a very unique kind of acrylic alkyd paint, but it works great here. And I got this silky smooth finish. Then it was time to install everything. I put it all right back where it went to, and I was so thrilled with how this turned out. I'm not a professional sprayer, but when I look at these cabinets, they look a ton better, and it only cost me 2 gallons of paint and a couple of tools, nothing major. I had a revamped kitchen, not much money. If you like this money-saving video, subscribe and check out some of these other videos that you might find helpful. There's always ways to fix up that old house.